السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الحمد لله وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. So inshallah we should continue to study the 3 verses from the chapter Hashr, resurrection. And we went over the significance of us within this chapter, which is the 5th, which is a chapter revealed during the 5th year of the Medinian life of the Prophet. Alaykum salam. So we studied, I feel, quite enough about the oneness, uniqueness, undescribableness, absoluteness of the Creator. And then the Quran started giving more and more information about the attributes of this Creator, which is called the names of God. It is translated in the Quranic word versus Asma'ul Husna. So we studied Malik, Quddus, As-Salam. Now, inshallah, today we are going to study Al-Mu'min. Mu'min, if I ask you straight away, those people who are familiar with somehow Islamic culture, as it is known to everybody, what does mu'min mean? Then this person will say, believer. But when it is used, al-mu'min, the mu'min, the believer, it doesn't mean believer. It is related to it definitely, but it goes to its root meaning. Root meaning comes from emina. Emina means to give security, to protect something or somebody, to be secure as well. It means not only to give security, but to be secure. So al-mu'min means the one who gives security, who prepares security. Or you can use it, al-mu'min, as the attribute of God, attributed to the Creator. It means, as it is translated there, gives security, source of security. All the security is provided by the one who is the creator of the universe. So, which kind of security that the creator of the universe provides for us, grants for us, gives for us security? So what do you understand from giving security? I mean, he's a guard, do you think? Yeah. So what do you understand from giving security as the creator of the universe? Not in the popular sense of the word, creator of the universe. What do you understand? Security, giving security.
That all your needs will be met.
All your needs will be met.
All we need, so
All our needs.
okay, we can say that that is a very encompassing word, provider. So provides everything. Yes, it is under it. Under it, what is the speciality
Of
of this word?
security. I think just being protected,
Protect.
by him, like
Yeah, being protected.
from like danger,
So
like,
protects you from danger.
from danger, from distraction, from anxiety. I don't know, like protecting you from like bad things. I
So-
would feel like when you think of security,
Okay.
it's-
What would you like from your creator to protect you from the assault or harm of anything? Give some practical examples. Anyone, but particularly if you want to say it, welcome to say it. What would you like somebody to give you protection?
I guess you can ask someone else.
Sorry,
You could ask someone else.
everybody. No, what would you like from your creator to protect me, please?
I think for me, it's like not having meaninglessness.
So meaninglessness, protect you from falling into meaninglessness. It is a very interesting and
Shit, no.
powerful understanding of one fine-tuning understanding of protection. Because I mean, I may have an accident. I wouldn't say, "Oh, well, my creator protect me from getting involved into an accident," and provider said, "Hey, follow the traffic laws." Yeah, that is why. That is how I protect you, or ask the police. I created for you. He can do power enforcements can protect you because they are created.
Like to be secured from feeling afraid from something, or like the inner peace.
Hmm.
I think Amina more giving you this inner peace. Whatever happened to you, you will be okay. Your heart is safe. I don't
Your
know.
heart will serenity satisfy. What I understood, the last thing you said before, it was a sound waves only for me or something because I am young. So can you just translate it into a human language for me?
I heard bits and pieces of it as well, but I think overall her point was again attaining
Inner peace.
inner peace.
So heart satisfied. It goes along with somehow this friend. We don't use the name this way, although I know the name, but we don't use in principle because it is publicly announced. So it's a public place now. That's why we don't use the friend in the front row. Alongside with it, yes, inner peace. Okay? It is an interesting word again. Meaninglessness, we can understand somehow. For example, if someone doesn't find meaning in his or her existence, then there's no point in living. Even there is no point in existing because there's no meaning. For a human being, it is so. For a stone, we don't know. I've never been a stone. It's very important. We can talk about or on behalf of other beings saying animals don't feel this, the trees don't understand this, etc. These are pointless. No one can claim that. We don't know. I've never been a tree. How do I know that what is going on in the existence of the tree? But I can compare according to my observation. Is what I mean? So we are conscious beings as far as we are aware of it. So we say, look, I want meaning for my meaning for your
Existence.
sorry.
Existence. Existence.
I see meaning in your existence. Excellent, yeah. I really like it. Okay, you want peace, inner peace in you. Can you describe what inner peace is? A little bit, as much as you can. I mean, you are not a philosopher. We are not. No one is a philosopher here. We are not expecting you to give a straight dictionary explanation or definition of it. No, as a common people like me, say inner peace. What do you mean by when someone says inner peace? What do you mean? Whether you don't want to have a stomach ache or what? Upset? With an inner peace, comfortable, or what do you mean? I'm making it clear that you don't mean physical something, yeah, in a sarcastic way. Not, I'm not just being sarcastic to you, for the subject to become clear. So it doesn't mean that the problem or stomach ache here, but inner peace must be something but what it is. People keep talking about it. I know. I mean, we hear, we read. Inner peace, inner peace. I always question, what do they mean, really?
And whatever happened to you, whatever like hurting you, you still satisfied with like Allah's will? Maybe
So, excuse me, you feel satisfied with
Allah's will.
what do you mean
Allah's
by
will.
what do you mean by Allah's will?
Like His decree.
Excuse me, are you a lawyer?
I
I'm
just thought
joking.
you
I'm
could-
joking. No, please. No, but yeah, really, no accusations. A friendly discussion here. So let her explain. And then if she says that's okay, that's fine, I have nothing to say more, as you said, pass. So then you can say. So this kind of words are used to escape Allah's will. Look, excuse me, if I know Allah's will, I will definitely know what inner peace is. Because it is much more deeper meaning than inner peace. So Allah's will means borrowed vocabulary from your cultural background, family or something, or so Islamic school background. But what does it mean? This requires even more deeper question. Yeah, if I say, I don't know what this word means, you give me an explanation even more unknown. But in this class, we never use any pre-accepted vocabulary. We question. That's why we are here. The aim of this class is all the vocabulary or concepts that we use in the name of religion are vague, not really understood, taken for granted. In fact, we also don't know. Yeah. If someone really describes me what His will, I will say, okay, I'm going there in the row to sit. Please sit here and speak. I would like to listen to you. It is so serious. I don't think it is an easy matter. Even I say, no, I can't explain it. I don't know whether you may be more knowledgeable, but if a person, I'm not accusing you. So if a person starts talking about with pre-accepted cultural concepts, I say, this person does definitely not know what he's talking about, just narrating what he heard. from others, but not really deliberately question that, consciously question that. What we do here, we don't study very much. We have been studying Al-Malik al-Quddus as-Salam, 3 words for 2 weeks. This is the 3rd week. So we say Quddus, what does it mean? As-Salam, what does it mean? Really? But we say Assalamu alaikum. Very cheaply use it. We don't appreciate the real meaning. We spent at least hour and a half on it. I don't know whether it became a little bit clear. Somehow I said, I think it means this kind of things, not definitely. So this kind of vocabulary, again, Allah's will is much more difficult. Because what do you mean by Allah? It is, we have been studying about what Allah is, what the word Allah, how the word Allah explained in the Quran in the shortest way. Allahu la ilaha illahu, or Qul huwallahu ahad. There Allah, we have been dealing with it more than a month. It is not easy. But to use it, I'm not saying don't use it in your prayer. That is different. This class is a prayer by exercising our reason to be satisfied what we are doing. So there you will just give your result in the prayer. You will just express your result so far. But we have to understand better, go deeper, and be more rationally consistent. So that if you speak to an atheist, the atheist will say nothing to oppose you because it is so obvious, rationally consistent way of speaking. So let's not escape by saying Allah's will. So inner peace, it doesn't mean that we should never conclude about the Creator, our Creator who's called in the Quran Allah, but the proper name, his proper name, Allah. But we are studying now how do we understand inner peace so that I will ask my Creator, look, in your verbal explanation in the Quran, which is verbal explanation, verbal speech, declaration of his guide to my human questions, you said, I am what was it? Mu'min. So, I understood that you must be, look, not I understood, you are mu'min. No, you must be mu'min. That's my conclusion. That's another matter. That's a very serious matter. We cannot talk on behalf of God. Say, you are like this. No. I concluded in this world, although I haven't seen you, but I understood that the creator of this universe must be al-mu'min. Do you understand? That is my conclusion. So, Iman is your conclusion. Iman is not copy-pasting. Copy-pasting is knowledge, right, wrong, maybe changeable, we don't know. But Iman is your own conclusion satisfied within your humanity, right? So, al-mu'min, let's say, grantor of inner peace. But inner peace, what does it mean? What does it mean? Well, for example, if, let's say, just a way of explaining in a metaphoric way. So, for example, if God comes and asks you, you said you want inner peace, he will say, what do you mean by inner peace? What do you want me to give you? What would you say? So to make it clear, for example, going to some place and saying that I am hungry. They say, okay, I have endless food, right? Which kind of food do you want? You say, okay, I want a nice hot soup. All right. And then, barbecue, some lamb meat, barbecue. All right. But make it real, then he will give it to you. Otherwise, we say, you are al-mu'min. Okay, yes, but I am al-mu'min, yes, as I promised you in my speech. What do you want from me? That's what we are talking today. Don't take it personally. Anybody else, without copy-pasting from his or her previous cultural pre-accepted, without thinking really, learned concepts. No, learn, not believe. Believe means you know what you are doing. Yeah? But this is learn. So learn, it's no good for us. If you wanted to, would you like help from other friends? Or would you like to say something? Do you want to say something? Yeah.
Sure, I guess just to continue with the question of what inner peace could mean or what security could mean, I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is when you give
Do
a
we hear this gentleman? Okay.
Yeah. The first thing that comes to my mind is when you're often asked to give a security deposit for renting an apartment. It's almost
you
like
are in this field, very practical. He's interfering into your field. Yeah.
So it's almost like as if they're asking for an assurance, or just that you will not, let's say, damage their property or whatever.
Or something.
So I think when I look at the word assurance, in this world, as far as my human concerns and questioning is concerned,
Inner peace, I found that you are replacing inner peace with my human concerns. Have you noticed? So again, we will say, what is your human concerns? But it is a little bit much clearer word. Yeah.
right? So what was I going to say? Yes. So I think to, I guess, complete or satisfy your inner peace is almost to attain satisfaction or completion or certainty of your human concerns, essentially here and now, and come to that conclusion that everything is going to complete the way that you want it to, or the way that you desire for it to be complete. Yeah.
Hope or wish to happen.
Right.
Okay. You can wish to give you anything from your creator. Why? Let's draw the parallel now. Whatever you can imagine and wish is within your ability. And be careful, this ability is given to you by your creator. Do you understand? It is a security deposit, if you like. So God, for example, if I do any work, for example, write a book or article, can I write and transfer the information or knowledge more than I know? Huh? More than I know? So whatever I write in the article, it means this is within my capacity of knowledge, right? So whatever you can wish is within the capacity of your creator, right? Whoever created you, whatever created you, it must be within its capacity. For example, I ask for myself, I have the ability to think, all right? People say, you are the product of nature. I say, whatever you mean by nature, does it have the capacity to think so that it will be the source of my thinking capacity because I have this product? Does it make sense? Yes or no? Did you get it? Okay, good to say no, because it is more appreciated in this class, first, to make mistake, second, to say, I don't know. If you know, there is no need, go. You know already. Why do you waste your time? That's why I'm here to learn. Yeah. You didn't understand. No. Okay, I'll go back to very simple example. I wrote an article, and whatever the knowledge in the article is coming from my knowledge. So it is a sign that you don't have to see in front of my mind, whatever I have in my memory. What you wrote, what I wrote, you go and read it and say, you know this. This information is from you, you know it. This is within your, within the capacity of your knowledge. Clear? Very clear, huh? No problem. So, whoever made me, I have, for example, sense of loving, sense of fear, yeah, sense of need for security. Okay. They say, some people say, I'm sure none of you says here, and I don't say, but some people claim, yeah, as an alternative idea, we are the product of nature. I say, okay, do you have any sign that the nature may have the capacity for the sense of security, sense of what did I say else? I said loving. Another, I said something else.
I think something with fear.
For example, fear, loving. Do they have it? Nature. How do you define nature so that it will say, I will understand that nature, yes, has this capacity. So it gave it to me. If it doesn't have it, for example, if nature itself doesn't have the capacity to think, how can I be product of something which doesn't have the capacity to think, although I have the capacity to think, as his product? Do you understand this? Does it make sense now? Okay. So they say it seems to be everything is in a law, that a lot of jumbled words.
When you say nature doesn't have the ability to think, like, are you talking about like plants and like trees?
I don't know what do they mean by
Like, what
nature.
are you defining as nature?
I never understood what they mean by nature at all. It is actually not known by anyone. Don't worry. So don't feel embarrassed or belittled or diminished in the eye of the people. I don't know what nature is. No one knows. Don't worry. So this is an escape word. Something like I've seen it. Yeah, something like when we use. Don't take it. I'm mocking. So Allah's will. We don't really know what it means. So they say nature, they don't know what it means either.
You mean evolution? Are you trying to say evolution?
Are you trying to say evolution?
Yeah, evolution, yeah. Because whatever you wish is within your capacity,
sorry,
isn't it?
Evolution.
Evolution. So when you're saying we're the product of nature, are you saying that?
I don't know whether because as I don't accept anything which is used commonly, but it is not really defined properly in religion, how can I accept in somebody else? They say evolution. What do they mean? The things evolve themselves. I say, what do you mean by things evolve themselves? because this is themselves, evolved themselves. What does it mean? Do they have plan? Do they have conscience? Do they have power? Do they have knowledge? Do they have will? What do you mean by it? They say it seems to be. Well, like we say, we are Muslims, we believe in God. It is the same, you know. Same kind of, if you like, how do you say it? They use a word for it. Not jargon, rhetoric. So, belief, neither in atheism nor in any religion, belief cannot be rhetoric, must be clearly defined. It becomes security for you. So inner expectations, inner satisfaction, you said human needs want to be satisfied. Well, it is a little bit clearer than what this friend said there. Okay, let's count or list what human needs are, so that we will say, my human need is primarily this. I want to secure it. The creator, this is my need. This is my need. So creator gave me this need. He must secure it. Because he gave me the need, he must secure it. So I said, well, no, you gave me the need, and you gave me the need to secure it. All right? So it is a promise from you. You said, I am the grantor of security, so please secure it. You can expect him to give security about your human needs. Let's list these human needs. From here, except you. Or, okay? Anybody? Yeah.
The need for community.
Need a community.
The need of like other people.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's
Community,
a real big
okay.
human.
Go to the city. City will provide you the community. Check out demography in the say it. So, for example, which kind of community you want? I don't know where you came from, and
I mean,
what
just
kind of
like other
cultural community.
people. I feel like humans need to like not be alone.
I see
So, like,
somebody else.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
just need like maybe not a community, but just like other companionship.
So,
maybe.
companionship. Okay, look. He will say, look, I created billions of galaxies. What else do you want? So, endless atoms, billions of trees, thousands of millions of kinds of animals, everything. What else do you need? Aren't you not satisfied with it? That is your community. And also, I have consciousness to you that you can really understand that you are created by me as the creator of the universe, and I am ever present in the creation. For example, if the creator is not really ever connected to the creation, even the creation of your body, your senses, how can they exist? So he is always in your community. You are to God with God always. You are with God's air, water. Huh? What else? All the birds are your community members. Why do you restrict yourself with the people who come from the same cultural background, and keep conflicting with them? Keep away yourself from them. Be in peace with them. Go to a forest or the park. Oh, you feel comfortable. Don't you speak to birds? You are what a beautiful creatures. Who sent you here? When you see a very familiar cat, don't you say, hi, how are you? Huh? Don't you caress the cat? Huh? I do. Community, you are communicating. What else do you want? Okay. This is something, maybe somebody may say, a companion. So you may say, I need a family life, this kind of things, practical. Okay, there are people, but I want to be together with another, I don't know, opposite gender person. That's another thing, okay? But what else? Let's go with the most fundamental ones.
Food, like nourishment.
Food.
Food,
Nourishment.
right?
Yeah.
Go to the gardens. But everywhere is full of food. Farms are full of animals. Who is killing them? So, of course, the distribution became more complicated now. To have access to them became complicated by the prevention of the people. Otherwise, the creator has already, for example, you put one seed, right? I've seen, for example, have you ever seen an apple tree, for example? It's very common. How many apples are there? So isn't that enough for a year? So all the nourishment is provided already. What else?
Good health.
Sorry?
Good health.
Health.
Good health.
Good health.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you not healthy? Even I am in my age. So I say, thank you for the health you have already given to me. Yeah. But if I overeat or unhealthy food, etc., I may start having problem. But we know that this world is a transient world. Yeah. So if the plane is going so fast, flying so fast, when it is getting ready to land, what does it do? Slow down. My train is ready to go to land, slowing down. But you say, why don't you go fast? The pilot will say, you must be crazy, man. You are now getting off soon from the plane and going into another transportation means, right? So I am getting ready to get out of this train of life, airplane of life, going into another rocket, skyrocket. Oh, yeah, that's what I hope. That this hope is given to me by my Creator, right? What else you want from your Creator? From your Creator, right? Especially, come on, you have the option to want one thing, and I'll grant it. Let's assume that it is so. What is the first thing you want from your Creator, not your from Father, from your Father?
What about like the meaning of life, like purpose?
I think you joined us late. Somebody already stated that.
Okay.
But excellent. It shows and demonstrates that this is the most important matter, because two different people in different contexts, because your context was different from this friend's context, people say meaning of life. Oh, yeah, really? Yeah, meaning of life. We will touch upon it, because meaning of life means all your concerns, your questions are answered. But the problem is not to get the answer. What is the problem? Anybody? For us, from our side, what is the problem?
To have the right questions.
We have to have the question. Meaning for what? Which kind of question you have, so that you are looking for the answer? It is there. No. I remember my childhood times. Oh, it comes back to me. Okay. So somebody was playing with, I think he was in our class, got bored. Okay. You want it?
Um,
Okay, take it. Yeah.
I think as humans we are
Yeah, questions to be answered. But excuse me, I
No, it's
interrupted
okay.
you, but you had the right, reserved. Questions must be answered, but rather than the answer, because answer is from somebody else, question is from me. So I have to concentrate my duty. What are my questions? Got it? What are my questions? So that you will receive answers, so that the answers will give you meaning. It will make sense to you. Okay, maybe we can get this stuff, I don't know, this kind of assignment, say we give homework, please write down your questions. Please write down your need for inner peace. What are they? Please write down what you wish from your creator. For example, let this five, for example, but as if we are in a primary school. So, but I think you take it seriously that really, really, we don't know what to ask God to give me. We are not really aware of it. Essentially, which is not already given, huh? I'm giving a clue to you, which is not already given. For example, some people said, I need this, and I need that. But to make sure that, look, they are all already given. They are all already given. So God will say, come on, ask me something which I can give. For example, let's say the richest man is, I don't know, John. Can you go to John and say that, please give me a breakfast? The richest man in the world. Give me $10. He said, excuse me, I have no time. Yeah. So what would you ask? Richest man, huh? Richest man. Give me an amount of money or opportunity that I will be secure until I live in this world. So I shouldn't bother about anything. Don't give me a big house that I cannot sustain the maintenance of it. Even the cooling and heating is so expensive I cannot afford it. No, no, no. Give me something houses, but it have maintenance. The bills are all taken care of. Huh? So the richest man say, this is an from me, which is worth that I would think about it. $10, I have no time to write a check for $10. And also I'm ashamed of writing a check for $10. Come on. Yeah? It means something million or billion, something like that. So why did I say this? I forgot. What was the sentence that you said? So nothing?
What do you wish for?
Ask. Let's ask our creator, who's the creator of the universe, which is not given to me in this world, but the desire to have it is given to me, but I cannot find it in the universe. It means which is not given. What is this?
The eternal,
Eternal?
like eternal security, eternal happiness.
Eternal security, eternal happiness. No, very common word in our class.
Existence,
Sorry?
eternal existence.
Yeah, eternal existence. It is not given in this world.
It must be happy existence, not miserable.
Okay, look at this man, very greedy, huh? But it is okay. This greed is from your creator. You want a satisfactory, happy, blessed, eternal existence. Right? I think we got at this first answer. You see, when you reflect on it, when we say, "Oh God, my mother is ill, give me health, give her health." Okay, how many hospitals are there in New York? Go to the hospital, go to the drugstore. They are already created, arranged by my creatures. All right. So, if you ask me, ask something which is worth for the creator to write a check for you, if you like. Correct? Eternal happiness, eternal happy existence. All right.
That's so vague, though.
Sorry.
That's so vague.
Well,
Like,
you will, yeah, you are right, absolutely. Yeah, you agree with it. Yeah, eternal existence. I was just going to say, somebody wanted to say something. I said, your right is reserved. Okay, please go ahead, this, and then we will talk. Remind me. Okay, anyone? So we will define what eternal happy existence should have in it, if you like. Okay. So come back to your comment question.
so my question was, I think also as humans, we are in constant need of stimulation, and we need to be challenged, and we need purpose, right? And I don't mean purpose. Like purpose here would be like, oh, I need to get a degree, I need to buy a house, I need to get married,
Yeah.
I need to make money,
Okay,
or I need
okay,
to travel
okay.
to X amount of countries.
No, you are
So-
touching upon
I'm
a
just saying,
very important. It means
variety of
we are needy.
yes.
We are needy. So we are trying to satisfy our need
Yeah.
and get security, have security from my creator as a satisfaction for my needs. Yeah, a kind of our needs are source of challenge for us. It means I need this. How can I get it? Like the questions are a challenges for us. So what is the answer for it? Yeah, what is the answer for my questions? That's exactly the same thing. Questions are needs. So, for example, you want the people here, our friends, combined the need saying that happy eternal existence. Yeah, it is a need. So this need is going to be satisfied. So challenge is, in fact, in our being created, in our being not able to satisfy our needs by ourselves. For example, yes, I need food, but I cannot provide food by myself unless it is provided by my creator. Understood now? So for the creator of the universe, creator of the world. So we have to combine this need and satisfaction together. But I think somehow this matter is important, but we have to understand that it goes back to our neediness.
Right.
Yeah, our being impotent to do anything. So if I, for example, if I find myself in the middle of the farm or an orchard, there are thousands of different kinds of food there, although I am there, but I must first admit that I am in need of this food. So that you go and get it. Assume that we didn't need it, food becomes meaningless for us. It is not food anymore. So, what makes food precious is our need for it. So, need is the main challenge for human beings, and that's a beautiful challenge. We are needy, so that we will look for the source of satisfaction for these needs. So, it is really a source of force for us, or an engine, if we like, motor, to make us search to satisfy our needs, which are provided by not me, by the Creator. Yeah, they are created. I didn't create them. No one else can create them, right? So we have to search for it. So again, let's go back to this happy existential need to be secured. So I would say, as a start of reflection, existential need first to keep our existence, yeah, eternal existence. But I am a conscious being, so I cannot ignore it. I must be conscious of my existence, right? I must be conscious of my existence, correct or not? If you exist, but you are, let's say, uh, passed away or under the influence of mm, anesthesia, right? Your existence does your existence make sense to you? Hmm? No. So you want to exist plus I want, and let me speak for myself, I want to be conscious of my existence. We understand within the conditions of this world that consciousness is aligned with life. So I must exist and I must have life so that I will experience my consciousness and other elements of my consciousness. It means, in summary, we can go a bit further, now faster. It means that we have to have, we need to be secured in our existence, in our life, and all the equipment of life, seeing, hearing, thinking, plus I must have a satisfied life and existence with a meaning. I would say, yes, I live for a right person, sorry, purpose, right purpose. So, what is the right purpose? Really, I don't know if I can explain this or not. The ultimate purpose of our consciousness is to be fully aware of, but I wouldn't ask this question because I have it, but you don't know what I have in my mind. To be fully aware of my source of existence. Who is that who gave me this existence? Who is that who gave me this life? Who is that who gave me my desires? Who is this one? Don't you want to see? Don't you want to be connected with this? Don't you want to say that, oh, you are the one who gave me? Yeah, it means you are the one who gave me birth, my mother, but birth to my existence, yeah? Not a child. So you want to see it. So, for example, if you don't see your mother, I know your mother has gone, huh? So she is living on the other side of the world. So call here. So if you have not seen her for 10 days, what happens? You want to see her. Yeah, definitely. If he says, okay, I am here, there's no need to see me. Will it be satisfied? Will you be satisfied that she exists as I exist? No, 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 I want to experience your existence. Yeah? Ultimate, but this is an without we didn't go through because it is very difficult to come to this end by questioning. If you are not used to it, it's very difficult, yeah, to say that really our ultimate purpose of our existence, our desire is, yes, to exist eternally, yes, to have a happy life, but For example, let's say you are here every day. You come here, whatever you want is provided, but you don't know who is doing that. What will happen to you? You come here, oh, breakfast is ready. You want to go and sleep, oh, beautiful bedroom is ready. Yeah. You want to, for example, go somewhere, oh, helicopter is ready. For example, what do you want? Everything is ready. Who is interested in me? Who is this one who is providing everything? Don't you feel very selfish if you don't want to know and try to know who is doing that? Who is providing all this? Yeah. It is for me, I would say, come on, that's enough, Tell me who you are. Why are you doing all this for me? Why? Have you ever thought about it? Who gave you existence right here now? Who gave you existence with these qualities as you are experiencing, using? Is it possible that you just ignore it? Yeah. For example, you want to go to somewhere. You said, if only, I want to see my mom. Although it is, I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000 miles away somewhere. How many miles?
5,000.
5,000 miles. Come on, right? How many times the flight stops? 2 or once? Once in maybe Gulf countries. Yeah, they really do good business. So they know that they are needed. So anyways, so somebody says, do you want to see us? And experience your existence, not the picture. No. He real. You want to hug her. Huh? Okay, I do. So you want it? A thing comes in a second, you are with her. Where did it come? Huh? Who sent it? Who knew that you wanted? Just you remember that I want to see my mom for 2 minutes, something. No, not 5,000 miles that you fly in 24 hours. No. That in 2 seconds. Don't you wonder who's doing this favor to you? I would say it's something amazing, but I would be very ashamed of it to use it without wondering who is doing this favor for me. I would say, excuse me, whoever you are, you provided to me, but who are you? How did you know I wanted? But only an extremely rare person, extremely rare, out of million. I don't care. I found it. I go, use it, whoever it is. I don't think so. It's not human. This person must be some sort of in the shape of animals, something like that. Yeah, animals don't ask, if they go into the stable, what they do, they found the food, then eat it. That's it. Whoever provides. But even the cat or the dog, when you give something, they recognize you. They recognize you. So when you come closer to them, they started wigging their what?
Wagging.
I cannot say it. How do you spell it?
W-A-G.
W-A-G.
G.
Waging.
Wagging.
Wagging. W-A, wagging.
2 G's. W-A-G-G.
I see.
I.
Wagging. So wagging his tail, it means, I know you. You are the one who gave me food. Even the dog recognizes the source, man. Be ashamed of your humanity or the favor. They appreciate the favor. No, I don't know what they do now, the cat, pet cats, but in my childhood, my mom had a cat. So we were living in a house in the garden and everything. The mice was our second door neighbor. So, uh, my mom used to give cat, but never allow the cat. Used to allow the cat get into the house. Comes, goes around the house. Somewhere there are lots of places that he can be secure at night, sleep there. Lots of things in the stable or everywhere. So get the food and go around. When they caught, when they caught the mouse, they cut it. They don't kill it. Or what that specific cat was used to do, it caught the mouse and then comes to the mom, my mom, and says, makes noise. Mom says, "Oh, what did you do?" What he does, it leaves the cat, mouse. Mouse just moves up, cuts again, and then turns to my mom. Like a human being, demonstrates, I am serving you because you are serving me. In response, I am serving you back. That is a cat. Most of the human beings are not, don't have even the cat sense of humor, man, at least sense of respect.
It's like cats are better than
So, as the Quran says, they are worse than the cats. Yeah, بل هم أضل. Yeah, أولئك كالأنعام بل هم أضل. True. Sorry?
It's reference to animals in general.
Yeah, but in the example, worse than the cat. Of course, I mean, we have to be just and we have to appreciate the source. So, first, we need to get to know our source of existence. Yeah, all the desire for security in existence, happy security, sorry, eternal happy existence, secured, eternal existence, but the ultimate purpose, okay, you are happy, you are secured in your existence, you are secured in your life, your consciousness is secured. All right, for what? Just even in a status worse than a cat, or you want to connect and get to know and have a relationship with your creator so that you will know who is providing it. Yeah. Let me, I don't play the role of a sheikh or something knowledgeable, but this is the time now. We have to appreciate the Quranic teaching. وجوه يومئذ ناظرة إلى ربها ناظرة. The time will come. They will bright, shiny faces looking at their that is the ultimate aim of eternal existence. Otherwise, existing in a meaningless way. For example, as the friend, I call everybody friend, no, not the sister, but I don't like this terminology, so it's a really religious terminology. So, existence, the friend said, I want to see my mom after 10 years that I haven't seen. Now, this desire ultimately goes to what? Is a sign in us, is a sign that you, for example, your mom favorite you a lot. That's your mom. That's my mom. Yeah. So whatever I have the quarrel with my father, I used to go to Baba complain. When I want to get married, frankly, as a child, as a young man, so I said, I didn't speak to my mom, my father, my mother. Are you ready for it? But I go to my mom. I think it is time, isn't it? She answered, yeah, but I will look for it. But you are a complicated guy. You have many things, so it is very difficult, etc. So this, mom, it's mom. So you want to see her and hug her because she gave you a lot of compassion, mercy, treatment, favor. So she embraced you a lot, right? So fathers just say, my beautiful daughter, mashallah, on the side. Not hugging. So, mashallah, I really love you. What do you want? I'll get you a chocolate tomorrow. Be finished. So buy and give it to you. My mom doesn't say, I'll give you a chocolate tomorrow. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. I'll ask your father. Bring it. Don't worry, I know how to play the game. So the role. So she's more warmer now. That is what the ultimate aim is. Actually, it is not my personal idea. I'm copy pasting from history, wisdom scholars. They say ultimate aim of existence to get to know the source of existence. Who is providing all this to you? Who is providing all this to you? So search for it. Rather than, say, give me eternal existence, my creator, who's your creator? I think to get to know the source of existence, which is described as the creator, and in the language of the Quran, called God in English. So ultimate sources get to know, familiar with your creator, with your God. So that is all what we need. Mu'min. Yeah, el-mu'min. Now, okay. God is the el-mu'min, source of security, gives you security through giving you all venues, opportunities to get to know him. Security gives ultimately. All the other means that he gave you food, he gave you life, he gave you existence, he gave you eyes, and you don't want to lose your heart, your lung, and whatever, livers or the kidneys, whatever. And also your feelings, you don't want to lose your feelings, you don't want to lose your memory. No one wants to have the Alzheimer, whatever. Yeah, I don't want that. Please, Allah, protect me from this disease. So, because I don't want to use but all of them are given to you. But in fact, he gave us all this to you in a very interesting way. You guys look like each other, you and
Yeah, copy paste.
of each other. That was abuse. First, I saw you. I said, this is our advertising guy, cheating guy. I mean. No, it is not. But it reminds me. But when you sit next to each other, I said, they must be brothers, if not twins. But I think you are younger. You are right? Younger. Okay, not much. So, okay, we of each other, yeah. So, just I wondered, and I give a break. So, all these are given to us in order to acknowledge the source of all of these bounties. Mu'min, that's why it is also used as the title of a believer. And that mu'min, yeah? The mu'minun, depending on the context, mu'minun, mu'minin, whatever. So the source of believer, it means I am the mu'min, you are The mu'min, huh? So it means we have the common connection now. Do you see what I mean? You believe about your source of existence. So there must be. He says, this desire, this need is given to you by me in order to search, seek, look for me to reply this need. So as I or you get to know the source of your existence, you become a believer. So close to the one who gives you the sense of belief, capacity to believe. So that is the ultimate
So the
point.
needs that we have are also given to us by our Creator.
So when you say that I know I have a very generous Creator, that is the manifestation of the name of God, which is El Mu'min. Got it? Elham. That's all. El Mu'min. So Alhamdulillah, I said if I get this end, I will be very happy, but it is not easy to. If I just, as a result, uh, gave it to you without going all this more than an hour, this talk, it will be first very cheap, and also you will just copy paste it. You would just copy paste it. It is not really belief. It is knowledge. So I don't want it. But are you sure now? Yes, I want eternal happiness, eternal existence, etc. But this is for to get to know the source of my existence. So get to know him really. But in this transient world, we will, if you like, boil, burn out. I want to be with you. Yeah, like you want to be with your mom. Exactly. So I want to be with mom, but my mom died. I want to be with her, but she died. What shall I do? How can I satisfy? Because the need is still here. But I cannot go to the grave. Even I go, I will find just flesh. No response. So I want it. Don't you feel that definitely this need must be satisfied? Yeah? El Mu'min guarantees that this need will be satisfied because I am the one who gave the need for it. Got it? So we said before the answers, questions must be asked. So before the source of satisfaction, need must exist. If you are not hungry, food means nothing. If you are thirsty, water means nothing. It's simple, huh? So if you don't have the feel for love, affection for your mom may be here, but another creature, none of my business. So need here in created form, manifested form, human mu'min. I want to say, and life comes to end. You are not anymore in this type of creation. But all your desires, not satisfied. Do you understand? Not satisfied. What's going on? Who gave me this desire? Was it the one who gave me this desire? Was he playing with me? Torturing me? What are you doing? Why did you give me this desire and not satisfied? So we have to fight with the Creator. Look, since you created me, you are bound to give me the answer. Do you understand? It means it's a strong belief ends or results in strong desire for the answer. Believe me, that's my personal life. If I have the question, some question, which is related to this kind of matters, I cannot sleep. If I sleep because so tired, I continue thinking in my sleep. I woke up suddenly. So sometimes I remember taking notes. He was because the desire, but you must be thirsty, really. Let me tell you a Sufi story. Hold on. The principle they follow, I don't agree really, but they are nice people. Anyway, they make good, how do you say, parables or something to present the case.
Poems,
Sorry?
like poems.
Poems was, for example, yeah, one of the very powerful way of really catching the human spirit. So somebody, a murid, you know murid, yeah? The one who's supporting or, sorry, following the leader of the community, which is called Sheikh. So murid came to the Sheikh and said, yeah, Sheikh, I'm really, really dying to see the Prophet in my dream, but I can't. What shall I do? Murid says, there's a solution. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I will give you salty water. Do you know this?
This is the fishing one.
Sorry?
Fishing.
No. It doesn't. The one I know, they have many, endless. So, okay. But come to me before you go to bed today. So I will give you a water. You will drink it. You will see the Prophet. Very happy. So said, okay. But anxious to wait, for the evening. Okay, came to bed. Okay. He gave a very salty water. Very salty water, very salty. But because of the desire, he drank. And then, of course, he went to sleep. In his sleep, he dreamt something. In the morning, he woke up and went, the Murid called him, come. What did you dream? He said, a lot of river and water spring. You see, you are thirsty, so you dream of the water, what it satisfies. You must be that thirsty to be with the Prophet. Then you can dream of it. Thirst is important. Not that I want to dream, I want to see in my dream the Prophet, I want to see the Prophet in my dream. It doesn't work.
The desire.
First, the question, first, the desire, need must be there, right? Then answer will come. So, getting to know must be here. It means we must be real, confirmed, conscious believers. And then the desire to see God, they will say, God, yes, I cannot kill myself, but please give me death so I will
I
be
can
with
see
you.
you.
So I will be with you. I'm really thirsty for it, if you like. If you like. Do you understand? That is why trying to get to know and confirming the necessity, but I'm not saying believing in God. No, it is a cheap word. Believing God is a cheap word. Trying to know concerning the source of your existence. Who gave me this? By saying that, my mom told me, Allah gave you life. Okay, Allah gave you life. Are you thirsty? I believe in God. What does it mean? Really meaningless. Or I don't really say that. So I don't really use this kind of language. Do I? Do I use it? So you have been coming. Huh? No, because it is meaningless. It is copy paste. But you must really, really a strong believer so that you will say, I want to see it. I want to be with him. He says, okay, if you are a believer, I am the movement. Gives you, it means secures the answer for you. Do you understand? Secures the answer for you. Don't worry about it. Good? Alhamdulillah. I say to them, the al-mu'min means a lot, deep, not a shallow things like that. Grants of security. You see, reading the Quran like this, but al-mu'min, even in Arabic, what does it mean? Granting security, what does it mean? Security for what? Are you really insuring my house or what are you doing? So security. So I don't want to get involved in the traffic accident and I want to keep my health. Or this is simple, cheap. So granting security, if you are a believer, I am the grantor of security. It means answer comes from me. If you have the question, answer from me. But really the question, you really need to get involved in it. That is it. I really want to see the source of my existence. So actually, I am a bit sensitive about this copy pasting religious concepts without knowing what they mean. For example, we must see Allah. What I read in the classical sources, your father knows it really well, much better than I do. So they say, are we going to see God in the hereafter? Oh man, volumes of books are written on it. Ru'yatullah. So ask your father, he will give you a lot of names of the books and very prominent. Sorry, you said something. Okay, so his father is a very great scholar that I appreciate it. But we have to avoid while we are reasoning, not while we are praying. Don't confuse. Avoid using copy-pasting language. Whether we are going to see God or not, yeah, we are going to see God, but if you are in hell, you won't be happy with him. So what do you mean? You didn't want to learn. You didn't want to know him. You were not a believer. How would you ask your source of existence to be a believer in you? Do you understand? Al-mu'min means literally means believer. Believer in you. You were not a believer. They are not compatible with each other. You don't need it. There is nothing given to you. Even he gives you, you wouldn't recognize him. Because there is no question. You have no question at all. I say, the answer is Paris. Why, this man is crazy. Because you didn't have the question about the capital city of France. So what is the capital city of France? That's the only thing I know from geography. What is the capital city of Paris? What is the capital city of Paris? And for example, I say, sorry, what is the capital city of France? I say Paris. So, got it. I didn't say anything, just Paris. That sounds enough. Yeah, but if you don't have the question, even I say, this is Paris. Even I say, capital city of France is Paris. You say, so what are you talking about? I am not a believer. How can I make sure that my source of creator is also a believer? Do you see what? Answer. Compatibility. So look at this compatibility in contrast. I think we have a few minutes. Let's talk about this contrast. It's very important, this contrast. So repeatedness is from us. Creatorship is from my source of existence. So hunger is from us. Food is from my source of existence. Yeah. Desire for love is from us. Lovable things comes from my source of existence. You see? Yeah.
Can you elaborate what like
Elaborate
mean
with
by-
5 minutes, not elaborate. Just talk a little bit.
yeah? Can
Let's
you
talk together. Think together.
like what do you mean by from us? Like how is hunger from us? I
No,
understand.
Excuse me. Yeah, because the sense of hunger is
With
how to
us.
say, sense of hunger is experienced within our already existing being.
Okay, so it's with us.
It is with us. Yeah, I mean, from our side, the answer is there. Yeah, from our side, it means. Sorry, the language wasn't precise. Not very careful. So from our side, the need, satisfaction of the need from his. So we have to be a believer in the need of seeing, being together with the source of my existence. He will be the one who will answer this. Who is he? The source of my existence. Don't say Allah. Huh? It is really time is up. I will give another half an hour lecture about it. No pre-accepted concept. So, source of existence. Everybody should wonder about source of existence. Where did I come from? It's a very human. It's nothing to do with Muslims. No, very human. If somebody sits in the, let's say, train, okay, intercity train or interstate train. So you are sitting in a table and you are feeling hungry, huh? And well, you need to go to the bathroom and come back again and sit in your table, in your chair. You came, you found the best food you like really there in front of your chair and just says, please help yourself. Is the Miss or Mr. somebody? You look at it. You are a human being, eh? Not some people worse than cat. No, no, no. They are corrupt people. Forget about them. You say, for example, my name is Allah. I don't want anybody else to say their name. So as I said, this is the public place. Eh? Although it is, but it is going to be put on YouTube. So that's what I don't disclose people's identities. I'm respectful there. So says, I want this, and if I said dreamt of something best food that I can imagine in my mind, says, please Ali, help yourself in a box and open it. Oh, the food I want. If I don't really desire to know who provided it, who gave it, to put it there, knowing my need, knowing my which food I prefer, if I found it there, what happens? I cannot just jump into the food. I just open the first thing like that. Who knew me? Who is this person who knows my desire, who knows my name? Who is this? Without eating it. Can you imagine that I just don't wonder who is it? And just jump into the food, eat it. And somebody said, this very famous scholar in California, a professor, a laid out professor. I really convert them. She's a very respectful person. She wrote a book, and in the book she says, eat it and burp and go out without searching and wondering Who is that person? Who's on that person, machine, whatever it is? Is it possible to do that? Huh? Actually, in reality, no one in the world can do it. But some people develop an ideology which says, don't bother, just use it, exploit it, satisfy yourself, and finish. That's what materialist people do. Just use and benefit and exploit the world and make your life more comfortable. Never question who is providing that. Why? Everything is provided to satisfy what I need. What's happening? In fact, their humanity asks this. For example, if you read a book written by a very, very notorious atheist, right? Saying there is no God, it is stupid, just imagination, just a made up story, this is just a fables or ancient stories. Write this. Some people say that, not straight away, but in a different way. They say that religion is just a human wish. But go and do the scenario as I did, as the scenario in a book. Knowing a book, food is there, the name is written, and said that please help yourself. To this person, this atheist who wrote this book, I swear by God, this humanity, he won't eat it first. Definitely ask the people, did you see who put this one here, please? This very notorious atheist. It means humanity cannot be an unbeliever. But human preference pretend to be an unbeliever. We have to understand this. Right. Which is not, do you think I responded
Of
to
course,
your
yes.
question? Not elaborated, but simple way of explaining this. Thank you very much. It was, I really like it now. El Mu'min. I would say, if I was a Sufi, tonight I would say, Ya Mu'min, Ya Mu'min. This is, they repeat the word. So, but this is not my way, but think about it more deeply. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana. Innaka anta al-alim al-hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. بحرمة الفاتحة. Thank you. Inshallah, I'll see you tomorrow. Saturday at 10:30. And next Monday, 6:30. Inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining. And this